Hello everyone, since Noctoon, welcome to another mod review, this time on Large Bar. A mod that simply adds in the ability for the hotbar to be extended by 9 slots, and otherwise there is a few keyboard uses as well, which we'll take a look at, and there's a shortcut for swapping to the second half of the hotbar. So yeah, starting off, we've got our typical row of 9, as you can tell up to about, how far? Dirt here, and you can see there's an entire extra bar here. You can also see that the sword icon, the one that's obviously the attack indicator here, which I use the hotbar particular one, does not actually show up correctly, so keep that in mind if you do use that option rather than the one that appears at the crosshair by default, or I guess turning it off is also the case, yep. So keep that in mind. But when we get to the second hotbar, that'll pretty much be this row in particular here, not this second one here or this third one, only the top row of your inventory, and your actual hotbar one here will show up in terms of blocks, items, etc, etc. So we'll get to the other benefits it has. So the same number to move to the other half of the hotbar is also the case, I guess, because it's 18. I assume that's what that means or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Either way. We've got control plus a number to force the first half, so I assume that means like control 1, control 2, control 9. I guess let's just go into general numbers even without control. What am I missing here? Control 10 is not going to do it. Control plus number to force the first half. It was only for that then. Alt plus that, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so pressing a general... Okay, so you press Alt, and then you can cycle between whichever with 1 to 9, but if you press... Yeah, so you got Alt and Control, so you got Control for the first bar, then Alt for the second one? Oh no, so you need to press Alt... Oh, okay, so you actually do have to press Alt for this one. So for the first half, obviously, it's your typical hotbar, so you're already going to have access to general numbers. You probably don't even need to use control for it, because it's just a typical feature. But for the second one, you do actually have to force Alt as an option before you press the number. As you can see, if I press 1 here, it's going to go straight to stone. If I press Alt and 1, it'll go straight to coarse dirt. So the second row, or second half of the bar, you do need to use Alt to access it, but control I don't think should matter. It's probably only if you've already got it on the other and you just want to swap between properly with keybinds, but technically just if I go Alt 9 and then go straight to 1, it's going to go straight to stone anyways, the first one. It's not like it forces you strictly with pressing Alt and then going, oh okay, I'm only sticking to 1 to 9 only on this second half, which is what I thought it would have done, but apparently not, so... Yeah, that's why I'm kind of questioning the need for control, but if you ever needed to, I guess, then yeah, it probably definitely has a benefit. I won't deny that, but yeah, technically the typical feature of pressing numbers, the first line's already there anyways, so yeah, Alt is required. Instead of carrying on with that, we'll go to the last part, which is Alt plus a number to swap to the second half. Why is that there twice? To swap the second half? Okay, so swapping it with the first. Alt plus a number to force the second half, but then what in particular is there for controls? Am I missing something maybe? No? It doesn't say. It's not like, if it said like an Alt 0 or something, I would have said sure, but it doesn't. So if we go Alt 9... It's not like it's swapping... I assume that's supposed to mean that it swaps whatever block or item or whatever is in that place, not as in the whole, it goes to the next part, but maybe not? Because it says to swap, which would mean, I assume, that you swap places with them, not the whole you swap to the second hotbar, which we already basically achieved with that anyways. I'm not too sure on that one. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm just pressing numbers and nothing's happening. No, okay. If it was like a Control-Alt situation, maybe? Okay, so Control and Alt I can cycle between there, but yeah, it's not like a cycling blocks between that space. That's interesting. I don't know. I really don't know about that one. But yeah, I guess if you want to have a larger hotbar to either view what's in your inventory, or just have multiple things you can switch between when building, so stuff on your main hotbar and the extra row here, besides just having, say, a larger one for a bucket, food, and other things that are visible, or whatever else ends up in your inventory on this row in particular that you wanted to see information on. When it immediately goes in here, then you've got that as an option besides just for building purposes. You can do it for whatever ends up in your inventory after attacking mobs or mining, or just seeing that you've got your, your food and everything else here and being able to access anything on this row. But that's pretty much it. I'm not sure about this part in particular, but by the way, I'm probably maybe just doing something wrong, or not understanding it correctly. But either way, that's based on what I could come up with what's there. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.